Hey everyone, it's Bobby from Lyco Birds with another video in my Bird ID Through the Year series, and this one is going to cover identifying thrushes during the winter. And when you say thrushes, typically you're going to think of the so-called spotted thrushes, but those can be somewhat challenging to identify visually. Like you can see with these three, these are all different species, but you can see just how similar they are and the very subtle differences between them. But actually, most of these species migrate south of the US for the winter, so it considerably narrows our options when we're trying to ID one in the colder months. And when I say considerably limits, in this case, there is only one species that is supposed to be here in the winter, and that is Hermit Thrush. And to identify a hermit thrush, you of course want to be looking at the normal spotted thrush traits, where you have spotting on the underside, an overall brown color, and this somewhat thin bill. But you also want to be looking for red here in the wings, red in the tail, and a thin white eye ring. And really the tail is the thing that stands out the most usually. You can see a pretty strong rufous tone that contrasts with the rest of the upper side of the bird. And even though this is the only species that's expected here in the wintertime, you still want to check those things just in case you have one that is turning up out of season, which does happen occasionally. Even though hermit thrush is the only expected spotted thrush to be around in the winter, there are actually two other species of thrush that are around in the winter, and you are probably familiar with them, although you may not realize that they're thrushes, and that is eastern bluebird and American robin. Despite the differences in plumage, I think these photos illustrate the similar bill shape and body shape and overall posture that would suggest that these birds are actually related to each other. I doubt I need to spend much time describing the plumage of American robin, but I would just note that while it usually seems like there are fewer of them around in winter, you can actually usually find them in localized flocks, and some of the flocks can be quite large actually, so it's not really an unusual thing to see robins in the winter. And to quickly cover eastern bluebird, they of course have a blue upper side and head. They have orange on the chest and throat, and then a white belly, and the females have more muted tones, especially in the blue. And that should be all you need to know about the thrushes in wintertime. It's certainly a topic that we are going to circle back later on in the series. I would assume in May I'll be putting out a follow-up video that covers the identification of all the other thrushes as they arrive back. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want to make sure you see that follow-up video, or even better, if you sign up for my daily email, you will never miss anything that we publish. That's at lycobirds.com/email. It's free, it's easy to unsubscribe, and it's one of the best ways to show your support for our channel. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.